love your vibe, yeah. We the best, boy. Give me the light, yeah. And we turn it up every time. And we bust it up, watch the hype. Watch it. Ha! Bad. Anyway, them see me, make gun, them a chat. Bad. Busting up the place with my style. What kind of thing that style where we fling?
I'm having trouble with my internet. It's dropping in my bedroom and the kitchen.
Problem in your internet is your Wi-Fi. You see, things like the size of your house, the building materials you use, like concrete walls, whether you have multiple floors. And let's not forget the distance between your modem and your devices, like your computer, your phone, TV. All these have an effect on the quality and the strength of your Wi-Fi.
How do you know this stuff?
You need to check Telem. They have mesh devices that allow you to create your own smart Wi-Fi network to cover your entire home. It's a few small devices working together like a team to cover your entire house with strong Wi-Fi signal. Super easy. Here, I get one from Telem today. Download the app from your phone app store, plug in the device, and plug into the modem. When light blinks blue, it's ready to pair via the app. Go to app, click next, and follow the instruction. Place a second device where you need coverage. Boom. Now you're covered. Telem makes it super easy. They offer convenient payment plans of just $12 a month. My guy, and if you opt to get the fiber plan, they'll come and install it for you. Guess what? For free.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna get my smart Wi-Fi plan today.
Hey, let's do this thing.
Today's self.
Get your smart Wi-Fi from Telem today.
Welcome to, of course, Morning Life. Hope everything is okay on this rainy Wednesday.
Yep, happy hump day and happy rainy hump day to everybody. Honestly, that commute to work today was the absolute worst.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
There's so much water everywhere. Like, guys, be safe on the roads today, please, because it's very slick. You know, if you're going through the Coal Bay, Kupakoi, Maho, Simpson Bay area, wherever there's water and lots of landfall, be careful. Now,
Tropical Storm Jerry is forecast to pass approximately 114 miles northeast of St. Martin on Friday. According to the Storm Center, the storm could produce rain accumulation of up to 2 to 4 inches over the region. The rainfall may be accompanied with thunderstorms and could produce flash flooding and rock falls. A flood advisory warning will be issued if necessary. Let's take a look at your video.
It's Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Watching Jerry, some changes overnight. Some of those have actually been good. Again, keeping things in perspective for you on this channel. I want to show you Jerry, some of the struggles it's had overnight, where we need to go into action mode. I want to highlight that island by island. I want to show you the winds inside of this as it approaches us in the northeastern Caribbean, the really heavy rain that we're going to be dealing with in some spots, and just how close Jerry is going to get, especially toward, say, Antigua and Barbuda. And I definitely want to mention that tornado that happened in Trinidad and Tobago yesterday. We are thinking of you if you're dealing with some of the damage of that. A very dynamic setup. We've had this little disturbance here, this flow coming in out of the south. We have Jerry off toward the east. Additional isolated tornadoes and waterspouts will be a potential, especially parts of the northern and eastern Caribbean, just because there's so much going on. Now, here's a look closer to the Caribbean, watching some of the heavier rain near parts of Guatemala, Mexico, and you can see even near the Turks and Caicos overnight, St. Kitts and Nevis, we've had some heavy pockets of rain. This is not Jerry, that's Jerry, but this is another disturbance. One of the reasons why the atmosphere is very dynamic, there's a lot of lift, a lot of energy. One of the reasons why we had that tornado in Trinidad yesterday. Now we take a look at Jerry. Let's start here. Thank you for your patience and thank you for subscribing so you could get those updates as we go forward. Welcome to the thousands of new subscribers just the last couple days. I do appreciate you taking the time to do that and be part of this weather community. Now, the closer look at Jerry, some of the good news overnight, here's some of the dry air out ahead of it. That's been helping. With that said, the biggest player so far with this has been the wind shear coming across, knocking off some of the developing showers and storms with it. The winds above our heads coming across, that is helpful. It has not been able to organize further overnight. The centers here, most of the action is sitting off toward the east of the center because, again, that wind shear. Now, it will eventually strengthen some, but I like to pass along that good news when I can. Overnight and early this morning, and I've been watching this nonstop, there hasn't been any signs that this has been quickly developing or getting stronger. Now, with that said, and I want to be very clear about this, we are in action mode in some spots for the possibility of tropical storm conditions. Not a massive hurricane, but tropical storm conditions. So we're not taking full throttle hurricane preparations. Again, keeping things in good perspective. I value your resources, your time, but we've got a tropical system that's going to be nearby. At times, we'll have some tropical storm conditions that could give us some winds near 80 kilometers an hour, 50 miles per hour on the high side. But the center of this thing, even if it does get stronger, should be just to our northeast. But anywhere from the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, so Anegada south through St. Croix, swinging around St. Eustatia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, St. Martin, St. Bart's, of course, Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda, Guadeloupe, and Dominica. We're in action mode again for tropical storm conditions, right? As this kind of lifts close by, we'll see bands of some heavier rain that will be working in. Many of our islands in that sector have tropical storm watches. They may be switched to warnings. That would be likely later today. That won't be a surprise. So if you get some warnings, you hear about the warnings, know that you heard about that here, that they're going to be switched over to warnings for some of us. Now, how close is this going to get? Let's go step by step with Jerry first, and then we'll cover the other systems out there. This working our way into Thursday. So tomorrow, here's the center of this, still generally to the east, right? This is the American model, which is similar to the European model. European model is a little bit faster, but later in the day tomorrow into tomorrow night, with the core of this just, here's Antigua, Barbuda, just off toward the east, we get some bands of rain. And what I was just talking about, some of us may be dry tomorrow night while others start to get some of the bands of rain moving in. That's just how it's going to be. That's why I watch this island by island. And then you see the core of it by Friday morning would be just to the northeast. Some of us dry at this point, others getting rain, some of us dry, others seeing rain. In these rain bands, we'd have tropical storm conditions. Of course, the seas are going to be a mess. So if you're right on the water, we're watching out and being mindful for that. And then you see as we work our way into Friday, as it lifts to the north, we get the south side of that. So we see these bands of rain filtering in. Puerto Rico, most of the action will be off toward the east. Of course, I'm watching very closely. We're in action mode. British, U.S. Virgin Islands, back through Dominica. You see why. Even as we work our way into Saturday morning, some leftover showers. Seas will still be high as Jerry lifts to the north.
Yeah, okay. So there is the weatherman giving you the latest on Jerry. Hales.
Yeah. A shout out to the weatherman for always doing his thing. All right. Prime Minister and Chairman of the Emergency Operations Center, EOC, Dr. Luca Mersolina, is calling on the population to continue to monitor the progress of Tropical Storm Jerry via official sources and follow the instructions of the MDS. Additional information will be provided on Wednesday. Visit the website of the later today, because today is Wednesday. Visit the website of the Meteorological Department of St. Martin, MDS, at www.meteosxm.com or visit their social media page at facebook.com/SXMweather for the latest weather reports.
For all of the latest. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we got more Morning Live.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Martin, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward, It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Martin. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Martin by St. Martin hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
And we are back.
Yes, guys, that's back. Right, and we are back with another robbery story for you.
Another one.
I know it's getting a little old, right? So KPISM officers and detectives are currently investigating an armed robbery that took place just before 3 p.m. on Tuesday, October 7th, 2025, at a jewelry store located in the marina in the Point Blanche area. After committing the robbery, the suspects fled the scene in a small green vehicle in the direction of Sucker Garden. Police patrols and detectives are presently conducting a search in the area for the suspects. Additional information will be provided as the investigation progresses. The St. Martin Police Force urges anyone with information about this incident to contact the police force at 542-2222 or the anonymous tip line at 9300, or in case of an emergency, call 911.
Once again, another robbery.
Yeah, it's too much.
All right, in other news, the much-anticipated air conditioning system for the LB Scott Sports Auditorium is the next major upgrade planned by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, ECYS. Minister Melissa Gomes announced the internal preparations are being finalized and expects the installation to be completed by February or March 2026. We are finalizing certain internal details, and it's my hope that by the end of February or early March 2026, we will have our air conditioning throughout the LB Scott Sports Auditorium, Minister Gomes said. Everything in time. We said the new floor was coming, and now it's there. The next phase is to have a project, the HVAC project. The installation will require a temporary closure of the facility to ensure proper protection of the newly installed sports floor, which was completed earlier this year through collaboration with the NCI, the National Sports Institute, and Sika and Swiss company. The upgraded auditorium now features a brand new floor, freshly painted court lines, improved teams seating to prevent floor damage, and a restored portrait of the LB Scott, of the late LB Scott, honoring the building's namesake. A digital screen at the entrance allows visitors to view live court action and information about sport hosted at the venue, including basketball, futsal, volleyball, and netball.
That's nice.
That's some good news.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Coming from The Hague, the European Union's new entry-exit system, EES, is about to go live on the 12th of October, and as with all new systems, there are bound to be delays and hiccups along the way. It's estimated that the processing time could take up to 1.5 to 3 times longer than the current passport stamps, which could mean even longer lines for travelers. Here's what you need to know if you are traveling in or out of Europe as of October 12th. Travelers coming into contact with the system for the first time will undergo biometric registration. At passport control, instead of having their passport stamped, they will have their passport scanned, photograph taken, fingerprint taken. Visa-exempt travelers only, children under 12 are also exempt, have their digital information verified, and have a digital record created. The system will then automatically calculate how many days the traveler spends in the Schengen area. The Schengen area allows people to travel freely between member countries without going through border controls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next time you travel, make sure you know.
Yeah.
All right. When we come back, we got your horoscope. Stay with the Morning Live.
Yes, guys.
I'm calling my heart, calling my heart, calling my
Here
heart.
in St. Martin, we take pride in our island and want the world to see us, to hear us, and to dream about us.
Yeah, it's here, certainly. Oh my God, this gotta be the first place with these now. Yeah, this I get this one printed, please?
Of course, let me get it ready for you. Here you go.
Thank you, bro. Like, this was really quick and I appreciate it because I'm on the run. Have a good one.
Yes.
We're back on this Rainy Wednesday.
Yes, guys, that's right. We are back, and we have your horoscopes. You want me to take the lead?
Yeah, you take the lead.
All right, guys, I'm going to take the lead. All right, Aries. Easy now, Aries. Even though you're ready to pour the cement for the foundation, the architectural plans may not even be complete. Take a step back from the next project on your horizon and make sure your base camp or your home or your office is in tip-top shape. Attend to those administrative things you've been putting off, like bills, cleaning out your inbox, or doing the piles of laundry. Making sure everything is in order before you leap into something new will give you much more freedom and headspace to concentrate on the job at hand.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Taurus, what's the deal, Taurus? How could you even begin to feel guilty for those twinkling eyes, batting eyelashes, and unself-conscious strut? The flirtatious energy you've given off today isn't anything to be ashamed of on today's Venus-Jupiter sextile. On the contrary, it is to be celebrated. Let all those positive and sexy vibes ooze their way into your romantic relationship and be prepared to reap the passionate benefits. Yep, we're talking about some major mojo boosting today. As long as you open up to the world and are one of the most powerful attractiveness, you be the ultimate pleasure principle.
Sounds like somebody has like unleashed their mojo today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much Austin Powers movies.
Probably. There's nothing wrong with like walking out with a little bit of mojo, you know what I mean?
Get it?
Get laid today, Taurus. Get laid. No, I'm just kidding. It's too early to say that. Anyways, Gemini, you've been stuck on something with a family member for what seems like forever. Under today's friendly angle between diplomatic Venus and broad-minded Jupiter, you might have a breakthrough in that area. Keep your mind and your heart open and get ready to listen to what they have to say. Perhaps you weren't really ready to hear their perspective until now, Gemini. Release your preconceived notions about whatever you think the situation might or might not have been, and work to accept the point of view of the other person.
Okay. Keep other people in mind. Cancer, it's time to bring out that trusted tool of all great decision makers, the pros, the cons list. Take a few hours to carefully consider the hows and the whys of a potential partnership today. Cancer. What are the benefits that this relationship could bring to your world? And how would it make your life more difficult? If you're working with your significant other on a problem or issue, do your best to avoid drama. Keep things as practical and logical as possible and leave emotional reactions by the wayside. Okay.
Okay. Leo. Pleasure doesn't have to be complicated to Leo. Today's Venus-Jupiter sextile nudges you to bring more sensuality into your everyday life. Whether that means lingering over a meal you love, treating yourself to a little luxury, or letting romance unfold naturally. Instead of pushing for grand gestures, focus on small, intimate moments, the kind that make you feel cherished. By savoring what's right in front of you, you could discover that both abundance and affection are already closer than you think.
All right. Virgo, your energy is running high today, Virgo, but instead of powering through, give yourself gentle pauses to let things flow. A steady rhythm will serve you better than racing from one task to the next. So build in breathing space. Literally, if you can, with a few mindful breaks. There's no need to push or over-explain. Your warmth and the caring nature come across naturally. By softening your space, you find it easier to connect and create harmony in everything that you do.
Sorry. All right, Libra. While your adventurous friends are always so exhilarating to be around, make sure you aren't getting swept away from your personal priorities in the process. As your ruler, enchanting Venus connects the dots with lucky Jupiter in your career zone, you're poised for a productive and propitious day. This goes for your romantic prospects as well. No matter how exciting that hinge date may seem, if every sentence that comes from their luscious lips starts with an I instead of this and that and I that, well, that's a big red flag. So relationships are a two-way street. Remember that today, Libra.
Remember that, Libra. Scorpio, thanks for today's mind-opening Venus-Jupiter mashup. You'll be able to release yourself from the limiting situation with grace and ease today. something that's ordinary, pretty difficult to do. Here's why. You're trusting in the universe finally and allowing it to show you which path to go down and which to leave behind. Sure, sounds easy, but actually letting off the power and control. Not everyone can do it. Embrace this trust, Scorpio, and listen carefully to what's being whispered in your ear.
All right, Sagittarius. Aim high. A big money opportunity could land in your lap today, Sagittarius, courtesy of a propitious Venus-Jupiter angle. If you feel you haven't landed the position you deserve or feel cut off from commanding top dollar, the problem may simply be with your strategy. Stop catering to the powerless middlemen and focus on the true decision makers. You could charm your way into the executive suites today and pitch one of your visionary ideas. Score.
Score. Capricorn, craving a little romance remix? Capricorn, today invites you to trade in your well-worn script for something more adventurous. Surprise your partner with an impromptu dinner somewhere you've never been, or swap the usual streaming night for live music. If you're single, follow your curiosity. Wander into the Quickly Cafe, pop into a gallery opening, or strike up a conversation in line. Love has a way of showing up when you're willing to color outside lines, and today is a perfect moment to grab the brush.
Ooh, that's not a bad one. All right, Aquarius. You may be ready to dive headfirst into romance, Aquarius, but even the thrill seekers make sure their parachute is secure before leaping. The excitement of new love or a fresh chapter in an existing relationship can feel intoxicating, but don't skip the steps that build trust and security. Take the time to talk through expectations, clear up any unanswered questions, and make sure you're both grounded before soaring higher together. A little extra care now will keep the adventure thrilling and sustainable.
Interesting. Okay, so take your time. Pisces, enough waiting, Pisces. The time is ripe for you to make that romantic move you've been contemplating. No need for a wild attack of PDA, which while you're in a coffee line, or a sexy yet willfully inappropriate love missive. Instead, make sure your actions, as well as the environment in which they take place, are appropriate. Perhaps your move will be more surreptitious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then you might think. It might just consist of making sure you're both in the right place at the right time. Don't be surprised if your advances come back as a shock either. This person might have pegged you as way out of their league.
Who doesn't love a little bit of PDA, though?
Yeah, the PDA.
Unless it's not too much. Like, for me, I'm the type of person that if we're in the coffee line, you totally, like, put your hand on my butt or whatever, but, like, I'm not into, like, the full-on making out outside in public. You know, that's just a little too much.
Leave that for home.
Yeah, we save that for home.
All right. What you doing this week? Well, the rest of this week, I should say.
So today, after this, you can find me again at Toppers. I'll be working the day shift at Toppers. Shout out to the Toppers and the team. It's really cool. Listen, it's a really, like, neat spot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, going in there, they have so much going on. They have the rum tour going on.
Yep.
They have the gelato that they make in-house.
The ice cream.
There's a restaurant. You can make your own rum. Like, there's just so many different moving parts going on when you're in there. It's like, this just has a lot to offer. So really, it's
and they have a cool bartender.
Oh, they have several cool bartenders. Shout out to Steven as well. He's my best friend, and he's also who I'm going to be working with today. And shout out to the Toppers team, man. They're all so lovely. They're all so nice. And Marnie and Topper and everybody and Melanie, like, it's a very
a family.
Nice. It's a family environment. I'm so happy to be in another family space, like, really.
All right.
Yeah.
And no Thirsty this week?
I'm back at Thirsty tomorrow.
Okay.
And I have a busy week at Thirsty next week as well. And yeah, you're gonna go to Lotus tonight?
Yeah, most probably.
Yeah, it's Ladies' Night at Lotus tonight. Is it Ladies' Night at District too?
No.
I don't even think District is gonna open up with this weather. Honestly.
Yeah, with this weather, I don't think so.
Honestly, yeah. Rain, go away. Come again another day.
Yeah. But the weather is expected to be until Friday coming.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Lord.
It's gonna be a couple more days. You gotta take out the week with this nice rain weather.
And guys, please be safe on the road, Rick. Really,
be careful. So much things is happening.
The road is so slick right now. It was crazy. Coming all the way from Kupakor to here is, yeah, it's a mission.
It's a mission.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Take care,
See you
guys.
back on Friday.